I am Lizzie. What's up, y'all? You know it's the loyal to the Sizoil. You feel me? Jeff Bryant, Mariota deserves a shot. People act like he was a scrub, but he was dealing with a nerve injury before getting benched. His career passer rating is 2 points behind Carr and never had wide receivers worth beans. My man's be doing some research, but you know what? They don't want to see Mariota shine. That's the whole problem. Can you hear me? They don't want to see Mariota shine. That's the problem I have here with that. You know what I mean? You know, when he came to Tennessee, that offense wasn't even built for him. People said it was, but it really wasn't. You know. Then he gets banged up. They try to rush him back from his injuries, and of course, when you come back from injuries and you're not fully healed, you're not going to be 100%. So you're going to be off your game. But enough with the Mariota talk. I mean, because I'm with you with Mariota. You feel me? But on the other hand, is my speaker even working?
Did you have to unplug the headphones?
The headphones is unplugged.
Both of them?
Yeah, but I feel like there's no mic going down. Can you hear me? Yes. He said yes. All right. If you can, Jeff Bryant, smashing like that button. The audio's working. Yes, thank you. I'm not an X and O's guy. I don't go through the whole read the stats and tell you all that, man. That's not my get down. You feel me? I watch the game. I watch with my own eyes. And I do it not when I'm drinking, because I'm drinking right now. And I see it all, Can't put the game on card today. I understand that. The offense played like crap. Our defense just couldn't hold nothing down. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we should have been giving Mariota the start as soon as Carr started losing games consistently, because he did it last year and now he's doing it this year. And me personally, I'm a fan of, if you can't get the job done, sit him down and move on to the next player. Carr's had the luxury of not having that sit down and to be able to know what it feels like to be benched. He's always had that luxury of, I'm gonna put players around you and let's see what you can do. As we all see, he can't do nothing. The team will get fired up behind him once we start winning, and then once we start losing, what happens? Everybody just starts to lose that energy because Carr can't read plays. He can't read defense. Kansas City was showing blitz a whole lot of times, and there was times when they were backing off and they still came. And there was times when they were showing blitz and they backed off, and he didn't even audible out of the play he was playing. He was running. I just don't understand Carr. I'm not putting it all on him, but I mean, there's a couple times where he could have ran away from the pocket when he was collapsing and try to roll out to the left or to the right and try to make something happen. Instead, he just runs straight up the middle so he can get tackled. Those are the plays that irks me about him. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't try to extend the plays. Do I think that we need to revamp this whole team? Yes. I say this because we have never had a revamped team since Carr's been the quarterback. We have never had what I mean by that is we didn't have fresh bulls on both sides of the ball since we had Carr. We either got them from free agency or we picked up their contracts, and then we go through a draft pick and we pick whoever the hell we can pick to try to rotate them in positions that they're not even used to. So to me, my personal opinion, we need to revamp this whole team. And if that means getting rid of Carr, get rid of him. Get rid of the coordinator, defense and offensive coordinator. Rick Bisaccia, man, he just sucks as a coach. Just and he's our specialist, a specialized team. You know what I mean? Like coach. I mean, I don't know, man. To me, we just need to get rid of everybody and keep Mayock for one more year and see what he can do. Because while he was under Gruden's wing, basically, because Gruden had keys to the whole organization, so whatever Gruden says, it went Gruden's way. Now that Gruden's not there, let's see what Mike Mayock can do. Let's see what he can pull out of his hat, his magic hat, just this year. This coming draft. Let's see what he can do. What you think? Are you there? Nobody's there no more. But anyways, I'm gonna keep going with this. You know, I was following Honcho, you know what I'm saying? And he was talking about, what's the point of benching Carr when we still have the rest of the season going on? Well, my philosophy behind all that is, why would you even want to risk Carr for the rest of the season if you feel like that Carr is a good quarterback? You don't need to be a prolific football educator to answer that question, because I wouldn't play him. We only got 4 more games left, and I'm going to risk my so-called star quarterback for the remainder of this season because I don't want to start Mariota. That makes a whole hell of a lot of sense. Makes a whole hell of a lot of sense there, buddy. I just don't understand that one. I mean, you say you don't want Carr to get hurt. You say our offensive line is crappy. Why take the risk? You say Mariota is crap. Why take the risk? That's why I say it's time to bench. Is it time to bench Carr and let Mariota play? Is it Mariota time? Why can't we as Raider fans get to see what Mariota can do from here on out? That's what I like to know. And then you put Regis in almost at the end of the fourth quarter, at the ending of the fourth quarter. Come on, man. What kind of coaching is going on here? I mean, it seems like, Trey Regis is a bull. You feel me? Like, we seem like we got a good running back within him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got them cuts. He's got agility. He's got something that Josh Jacobs don't have. You know what I'm saying? He's got good vision. And he had that through the preseason. And he played against starters in the preseason. So I don't understand the long wait to even put him in the game. He should have been in the game a long time ago. What about Divine Diablo? He's doing his thing too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then you got a Colts. Tell me, when he did that one arm bull rush that he was doing, who did that remind you of? If anybody can think of a player that we used to have that used to do that one arm, just I'm pushing you all the way back into your quarterback type move. But we got rid of him. So who's he playing with right now? Yeah. Khalil Mack, the truck. We waiting too long. So is this a rebuild process that's going to happen? That's going on right now? The word is that Mark Davis is about to make his decision on Carr and the rest of his coaching staff. So I guess he wanted to wait and see how today's game played out. But we all know how that went. We all know how that went. I don't know. Can you just see that there? Focus. Anyways, 48-9. That's how it went. Ass whooping. We strictly got our ass whooped on both sides of the ball. Both sides of the fucking ball. First play. It was a busted play from the jump. I don't even know why Carr even ran this play. When you can see that this play was a bust from the jump, I was like, please, I hope you're not going to run this. It's a running play, and Jacob's going to bounce to the left, and it's a bust. It was already a bust from the gate. I seen it. Even my son seen it, was like, did he really just run that? And I'm like, yeah, he ran that. He ran that play. Dude, you the elite quarterback. You are top 10 quarterback. You are a top tier quarterback. That's what they say about you, Carr. But you didn't even change that play. You just went ahead, ran the play. Jacob's running like he didn't give a damn and just fumbles the ball like, here you go. It's a free gift. Go run a touchdown. Like, that right there was just letting me know that this game was already over. Because the players weren't playing with no type of energy, including Carr. And then Carr wants to get fired up in the second half. Come on, dude. You do this every fucking game, bro. Every game you want to try to get on fire. I understand Monroe drops a pass. You know, I didn't like Monroe. I don't like Monroe. I never did. I like Derek Carrier better than Monroe. But, you know, there's more. Everybody got their own opinion of who they like. You know, they start listening to other bloggers, other channels, and they be like, yeah, man, this is the guy. Instead of going off your own, you go off of others. Me, I'm going off my own. I think Derek Carrier is a bigger and stronger dude, and he's quicker. He's got more hands. Why Derek Carrier is not playing, I don't know. And then that ball that Carr threw to Zay Jones, and he wanted Zay to be like catching like this instead of it being in front of him like that. Carr wasn't having a good game himself. Again, he was already showing that he wasn't even in the mood to play. But then let's go to our defense, man. Why are you still, Gus Bradley, why are you still having Abram in coverage when he should be a box safety, man? He should be right in their box, either stopping a run or stopping them slants or them small plays. But you have him way out in coverage, man, in Buku land, getting burnt. When you know that's not his game. Making him look bad. Like you're not even putting your players in position. I don't understand that, man. You know, dude, I had high hopes for GB, man. You know, he was doing good things, but your three and outs, your three long your three schemes, your 3 down defense schemes, they suck, dude. They suck. You have no answers for third downs. None. No, I'll take that back. You got a good answer. I'll give you the answer. First down, the other team. That's the answer you give us Raider fans. You know, got us sitting here looking like these guys right here. Oofus, doofus, and loofus. The minions. You feel me? You got us sitting here looking like the minions over there. I bet you the minions have come up with a better game plan than everybody up in that motherfucker. You feel me? That's why I wear this. Because that's what we look like up in there right now. You know, a bunch of minions. Don't even know what the hell we doing up in that game. You feel me? From the coaches to the players. Man, I mean, I'm tired of hearing all these excuses. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of hearing all these excuses about the organization is this. Carr's never had a number one defense, a number one offense. He We need to get better players around him. No, man, how about this? 8 years of having his ass, I'm done. All right. We already know what he can do. He already showed what type of quarterback he is and what he can do in the NFL. Whether you put a potent offense around him, a potent defense around him, it just don't matter. He'll find a way to lose. Okay. But in all reality, we've never had an overhaul offense or overhaul defense. None of that's ever happened since Carr's been there. That I can say that. We need to revamp this whole team from offense to defense and from coaches and keep Mike Mayock, like I said. Let's do the whole thing because I live in Nevada now. I'm an Oakland native, you feel me? But I live in Nevada. And this is a money hungry state. And gambling is this number one priority out here. And you think by the Raiders losing is making Vegas money, you guys are badly mistaken. You guys think that's like don't them losing here is making it bad for this state. Because not only that, you got bandwagoners that have never been Raider fans are just now jumping on this team, wearing our colors, wearing our players' numbers, and we're losing. And we have had 2 losing seasons already. I don't give a damn if it's 8-8 and whatnot. I don't care. That's still a losing record to me. Either Mark Davis needs to hurry up and revamp this team to a winning organization as of next year, or you sell the team, bruh, or Vegas is gonna make you relocate and they'll just keep that stadium and get an expansion team. That's what I'm feeling over here. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, that's just my opinion. You feel me? But I understand that our O line was not giving Carr the benefit of the doubt, and our players wasn't doing so either. But this is what happens when you want to try to earn your players' respect now, when you should have been doing that prior games back. Now you want to win now. You want to be hungry now. And the players ain't feeding off that. They're not feeding off you, dude, no more. They're not. Your quarterback is the key to success. My grandfather always said that your quarterback is the key to success. Without a quarterback, there is no team. That's very true. Your quarterback is the leader. He's the general. And I'm gonna say this again. You think I would want Carr as our general in a line of fire? If any of y'all want Carr as your general in a line of fire, then you go right ahead, and we'll see how many of y'all come back alive. I don't want them over here by general. Yep. He don't have good leadership. He ain't got no fire under him. I ain't trying to knock the man's religion, man, but he's just a little too holy for me. You feel me? I mean, I love God too. You feel me? It's right here. And it's also right here. But no, you just ain't got that will to win, bruh. I'm sorry. I am so sorry that you just don't have that will to win. For me to sit here and go on this live right now, I've been saying I wanted to keep doing it more and more, but there's a lot of competition out there, man. And I feel like that what I got to do to sit there, and get more people on my stream. You know what I mean? You know, um, I'm not trying to compete with nobody. I just want to have, more viewers, so that way, when I get notifications and everything like that, you know, you guys will be the first to hear. Because there's times where I get notifications before doxing everybody else, you know. But I'm not trying to compete with them. But what I'm trying to do is just letting people know that I know the game just as much as they do. I'm just not still. I'm not going to sit here and throw no, come out here and tell you what you want to hear type shit. I'm going to tell you what you don't want to hear. I'm not going to tell you that Carr ain't the problem. I'm not going to tell you that we don't need a whole new team, which we do. I'm not going to tell you that we don't need a quarterback, because I know we do. We need a new quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And then people are saying there's no quarterbacks in this draft. Are you guys even doing your homework? Matt Corral, the guy from Pittsburgh, and then you got the dude from Liberty, and then you got the other guy from Cincinnati. I mean, there's quarterbacks out there in this draft, and I honestly think that we should go after Matt Corral, because he reminds me of Justin Herbert. He stays in that pocket and he can get smacked, and he'll run when he needs to. He'll extend plays when he need to. Yeah, his interception ratio is kind of, but it's not as bad. Herbert had the same issue, but Herbert has an arm and he's accurate. Matt Corral has an arm and he's accurate. Herbert can run. Matt Corral can run. Herbert can read defense. Matt Corral can read defense. You guys just need to up your game on these quarterbacks, instead of just hoping that Carr is going to be the answer. He's no Jim Plunkett. Got to get off that, and he's no Kenny Stabler. Them days is over with. We don't have the Rich Gannons, the Kenny Stablers, the Daryl LaMonicas, and the Plunkett's anymore, man. This is a whole different era of football. I mean, I even see Brady offense getting ready to collapse around him, and he still stays in the pocket and makes something happen. The times that you see Carr making moves when the pocket collapses and creates a play, why he can't do that consistently? Those are the issues that I have with him. Those are the issues that I have with him. That's what he lacks in his game. The ones that say that we are Carr haters, no, we seen what Carr can do, but he doesn't do it on a consistent basis. Just think if he was that mobile all the time. Just think if he created plays like that all the time. But he's not that type of quarterback. He's not an elusive quarterback like that. That's not his game. It would never be his game. And now the teams figured him out that that's not his game. They know that if they keep him in the pocket, he's useless. That's why he is not built for today's game anymore. These type of quarterbacks are not built for today's game. Pocket quarterbacks are going to be the thing of the past. And it's being proven all over the league. And I don't care what anybody say. You ain't got to be black or African American to be elusive, man. You see other quarterbacks doing it. Caucasian white quarterbacks, yeah, Caucasian quarterbacks is out there doing the same thing that African American quarterbacks are doing. They ain't sitting in the pocket anymore to wait to get hit. That's the thing of the past. That's like if you in there boxing, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna go toe to toe with you. There's only a few that can go toe to toe. You feel me? You up in there and you putting your, you like this, you bobbing and weaving, doing the Debo and doing the smacking and smacking. Now you got my ways just got twinkle toes and just moving and going bip, and you don't even know where that swinging's coming from. Everything's all about finesse. If you ain't got finesse in your game, you trash. I'm sorry. It's plain and simple. And I hope Mark Davis sees that us fans that really do care about this organization, that really do want to change, bring it up to modernized football. You feel me? Because Gruden was already doing this before he had Carr. But people don't want to say that they don't want to say he wasn't like that. They need to go back to 1999 and see how he ran the West Coast offense. Because it wasn't just about pounding the rock all the time. He had Rich Gannon moving like rats on wheels. He was scattering all over the place. Why he comes into the league and doing it the way he wanted to do it? Maybe he wanted to sabotage the team. He wanted sweet revenge. Because the way it was going with him here, he was getting all the revenge he wanted. And then some. That's how I see it. Oh, well, we ain't going to the emails, you would still be winning. Bullshit, we was already starting to lose. He was already losing the locker room before that. To me, I say this. The O-line is trash. We already know that. We knew that from the beginning of the season. You know what I'm saying? We all knew that from the beginning of the season. And we knew our defense wasn't going to be no top 5 defense. We was headed in that direction until we started losing. Once we started losing, our defense started to fade. Then we started losing players on the defense side of the ball. But people don't want to see that. They just want to see that when we start losing, that the defense ain't holding up. Well, I mean, that's bullshit. The defense was doing its thing. Whether Gus Bradley's scheme is not good enough right now, or he just don't have the players to fit his scheme. That's the whole thing we don't know. Because right now, these players that we have are not star players in every position. And we don't have star players in the position that we need them in. If we just had okay players in certain positions, but had the star players in positions that we need them in, then I think our defense will be top 5. But we don't have that. It's the same thing with the offense. I'm not saying we got number 1 wide receivers here and there, but we still got good players. But our good players is not playing up to their expectations. Why? I say it's because of Carr. They're not. Don't nobody want to play for him anymore. Don't nobody want to play with him anymore. The players are not even feeding off of him. How come he only has a good rapport with only Renfro? I don't understand that, dude. You just throwing the ball to Renfro all the time. I mean, you know what? We got a good game plan coming up, man. So we can use this on the field. All right. So be prepared. I'm gonna be throwing the ball to you all the time, Renfro. So you be ready for this. All right. All right. Got your card. But now, it's like Renfro is our only threat. You know, there was a play where he threw it to Moreau up the middle. See if you guys remember that one. Threw it up the middle. All right. He went for the big chunk. I'm gonna throw it to Moreau. Moreau got smacked. Back. Two players back. Ball came out of his hand, right? Who was in the soft? Well, Moreau was in the deep. I'll tell you who was in the soft. It was D-Jax. If he would have given that ball to Deshaun Jackson, he could have ran up to where Monroe was at. But instead, Carr wanted to go for the long one and throw it to Monroe. Butterfingers Monroe. That dude ain't good. He has never been good. He's slow, and when he gets hit, he falls down. Dude, you a tight end. At least when Waller gets hit, man, he takes 2 or 3 people with him. Or it takes that many to knock him down. You get hit by one person, dude, and you drop. Oh, this Modelo tastes good right now. You feel me? Modelo. And Jacobs, I don't know what's going on with my boy, man. Either he don't want to be a Raider anymore, or what's up. But he just ain't playing with energy either. He ain't playing with no energy. You know, no energy at all. He ain't playing with no energy. It's like none of these players are playing with energy on the opposite side of the ball. The thing is, do I think Mariota is going to make a difference? We don't know. Honestly, we don't know. And we won't know until you put him in there. You can't sit here and say, why put Mariota in there if Carr's still playing good? Carr's still playing good? I need to drink about 5 of these and for me to sit here and say, yep, Carr's playing good. And I'm going to still tell you that motherfucker ain't playing good. We need a change. And if it's got to start with the quarterback, then it's got to start with the quarterback. Here's the thing: we're playing carousels with all these other players, but not once have we changed our quarterback. Does that make any fucking sense? We're playing carousel with every other player that is not doing their due diligence But we're keeping our quarterback in that's not doing a damn thing but losing. Or he's helping us lose. Or he's part of the reason why we're losing. It's not just all on him. He is part of the reason why we are losing. I'll be an idiot and say that it's all on Carr. It's not all on Carr, but he is part of the problem. It's like a battery. If your battery ain't charged up, is everything else going to work around it? Everybody got their own philosophy on how they want to try to work their excuses. That's my excuse right there. It's a battery. If your battery ain't charged, is everything else gonna work around it? When your battery is dead, everything else around it is dead, right? You gotta have spark. You ain't got no spark, ain't no juice. It's just like a quarterback. Then motherfucker ain't got no spark, man. The players around him ain't gonna have no juice. Your battery's got to crank everything. Get that initiative to crank. Hit the starter, boom. Hit the the alternator, boom, and then everything else starts kicking and starts spinning, and then it hits the firewall, and then all your spark plug, you get that shot from the pistons, and, and everything starts going. That's just like a fucking quarterback. If your quarterback ain't got that initiative to have that crank, that full throttle, your players ain't gonna do nothing around you. Just play boo boo football and just make the whole team look bad. And then everybody starts pointing the fingers. We need to get rid of him. We need to get rid of that one. We need to get rid of that one. We need to get rid of this one. We need to get rid of that one. We need to get rid of that one. We're gonna start pointing fingers until we can't point no more. So instead of pointing all the fucking fingers anymore, let Mariota play the rest of the season. See what you got in Mariota. You already know what you got in Carr. See how the players play around Mariota. See what they're worth playing around Mariota. So in other words, if they're good enough, if Mariota's playing good and them players are playing good enough around Mariota, then you know that your players aren't the issue. Those players aren't the issue. But if Mariota's not playing good and your players aren't playing good, then you know that it's time to revamp that whole team. We already know what our defense can do. Our defense is not a shutdown defense. Our defense has holes. But our defense, if they are playing with momentum on their side, we know that they can keep us in the game. It's been proven. We didn't win 6 games all on Carr. It was because our defense kept us in the game. And Carr had something to do with it too, along with some other players. And you guys can't put it on Ruggs, man. Y'all can't just sit here and keep putting it on Ruggs. Oh, well, Ruggs was a piece of this puzzle, man. Since he's not been around, man, this whole team fell apart. This team shouldn't even be built on one player. Because now that Ruggs is gone, now we're blaming Waller not being there. Next, if Renfro was to go down, then we're gonna say, "Whoa, Renfro was a piece of the puzzle too." We're playing the pointing the finger game. The thing is that these players that can play just don't have that desire to win right now. They all got that shit. I mean, we gotta play this game again. The Cards are fucking quarterback. Fuck, man. You know what type of game this is gonna be already. I'm just gonna go out there and just play. If I catch the ball, I catch the ball. If I don't, I don't. Fuck it. That's the type of energy they all coming out here with. $8 years. I'm only gonna go 9 years with this motherfucker, man. Fuck that. Oh, he'll win with another team. Really? Mm-hmm. He'll win with another team. He's got to have a whole fully built team with no flaws built around him in order for him to win. He's putting up points even with a shitty offense. I give you that. He's putting up points with shitty offense. He's gaining yards, or he's gaining, what are you saying? He's racking up stats with a shitty offense with no TDs. That says a lot. With all them stats, we should be winning. It's the same thing with LeBron. He had all them stats, but he couldn't win. Oh, but LeBron didn't have a team. LeBron had one of the best teams built around him before he left Cleveland, and he couldn't carry the team. He wanted the team to carry him. But when you're the star player, aren't you supposed to, you got to be that number one. And he had players that was coming through. But LeBron needed high caliber players for him to win championships. And you can't say I'm wrong because I'm right. Because when he went to Miami, D Wade already had won a championship before LeBron. Allen already had won a championship before LeBron. These players already had won championships before LeBron. And ever since then, LeBron's been building mega teams. They try to say the Warriors had a mega team. Warriors ain't never had a mega team. We had three players that came out of three no-name players. One from Michigan, one from Davidson, and I forget where Klay Thompson came from. These were no-name players, bruh. Carr was in the elite one. He was within the elite quarterback draft classes of that year, and he still can't do shit. He's right along with Trubisky and I forget who other quarterbacks that came out of that draft class. I'm so stuck on our Raiders, but Trubisky ain't doing nothing. Carr ain't doing nothing. Whoever else is not doing anything. There's a lot of I think Stafford. The only thing they're not doing anything. Golf, I think. Yes, I think. Yeah, I think so. I think all them they're not doing nothing. I think there's only one quarterback that's doing something throughout the whole draft class. I mean, I could be wrong, but I would have to go back and do some research because right now I'm just taking guesses. But I knew this game right here was going to be one of them shitty ass games. We was about to get blown out. I'm not even excited anymore, man. I'm just ready to watch the season tape from here on out. This is what we go through as Raider fans, man. We get all hyped up when we fucking start winning, like when we have a winning record, and then when we start losing like hella games in a row, this is what we feel like. It's like we've been broken up from our wives or from our girlfriends or whatnot. Why did she leave me? What did I do to deserve this as a fan? Should have just stayed in Oakland. Play harder out there. Come out here to Vegas, man. We play like fucking Cinderellas. Not giving a fuck. But all that's gonna change quick. Trust me. Watch. Y'all gonna mark my word. And I even said this too in the beginning of the season. I said, if Carr plays like the old Carr from 2016, we will go to the playoffs. If Carr, and he has to be consistent. I said, if he plays good through the first half and second half of the season, we'll go to the playoffs. But if he plays the first half of the season and then he fucking fails in the second half of the season, we're not going nowhere. And that's exactly what's happening. And everybody's pointing fingers at the defense and the offense when all this was already there. Y'all are not seeing this. This was already there from the gate. This was already there from the gate. But when your quarterback has a tendencies of going 3 and outs each fucking play, each time we get on the field, you expect our defense to sit here and cover up and held you on the back and pat you on the back and say it's gonna be okay. We got you. I heard one person say, "Oh, it's all about condition." Fuck condition, bro. What do you mean condition? I gotta keep saving your ass all the time. Hell no. Oh, you need to better get out there and try and do something too. You talk about condition. That's just like me. If I'm at work and I'm sitting here and I'm backing your ass up from work all the time, and then finally I'm like, man, fuck this, man. I ain't about to do this dude's job anymore, man. He ain't doing nothing. That's condition. Hell no, that's just saying, man, you need to get off your ass and do your own shit. You talk about condition, man. Stop acting like you guys know what the fuck you guys talking about. Oh, I play football. I'm a football coach. But that don't mean shit. Why you ain't in the NFL, motherfucker? What happened? NFL didn't like your ass? Huh? Stick what you know best, man. If you're doing good in high school, so be it, man. I'll give you kudos for that. But quit acting like you know what time it is in the NFL. You know, we all know that the NFL is rigged. We already know that the Raiders is the most hated team in the NFL. But hey, we can't be crying like that on the real. Let me keep that 100, man. Because you know what? We ain't the most hated team, bro. We falling in a fucking category of the Detroit Lions. You understand what I'm saying? And no disrespect to the Detroit Lions fans because they got some loyal ass fans. You feel me? But we right there with them motherfuckers. You want to talk about loyal fans? Them motherfuckers are so loyal that they've been losing for fucking decades, centuries. You feel me? You guys want to talk about loyalty and shit. You want to talk about a team that's being fucked over by the NFL. Come on, man. You want to talk about a whack-ass organization. We falling into that category, and you guys is crying as Raider fans, man. And you got me crying along, right along with y'all. I ain't no crybaby, man. Fuck that. These motherfuckers need to get off their panties and put some motherfucking jock straps on and start doing their thug thizzle. They need to go out there and start playing some fucking football, man. And quit relying on these fucking refs and hoping that these refs is going to fucking hold our hands. It ain't going to work like that, man. If we got to play nasty back, play nasty right back. Just don't be smart about it. You know what I'm saying? Do what Abraham was doing. Smacking motherfuckers around. The right way, pow, give him that shoulder. Oh, I'm going to make your lip bleed, pow. I'm going to do it again. Yeah, you know Kelsey and Hill was feeling them shots. That's the way they need to be playing football. That's real Raider football right there. Don't get me started. You motherfuckers sitting here, man, getting all into this political bullshit. Fuck that political bullshit, man. That ain't football, man. Leave that shit alone. Stick to football, man. Rugby type style shit. You feel me? get my blood pressure all up going and shit, man. Motherfuckers see me crying like crybabies and shit. You need a theta? Hey, babe, you got a theta somewhere, man? You got to give these motherfucking Raider fans a bottle and shit. Make sure the leche is warm. You know, not hot, not cold, but warm. I know I'm making sense. You got to stop having excuses, man. Excuses are for losers. Excuses. That's all we got. Excuses, 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 excuses. If you ain't got no proof to back those excuses up, shut the fuck up. And even if you do got proof, man, the motherfuckers, they don't want to see it. They want to see you grunt. They want to see you quit. And that's what y'all do is quit. I'm just going to quit. Just another payday. Fuck you. We need real players, man. You know what I'm saying? We need players that's going to sit there and play their heart out. And that starts from the quarterback, from the offensive line, and from the offensive players to the defensive line, and to the defensive backs, and to the safeties and the corners, and the DBs and the linebackers, and all that shit. We need a quarterback that's going to take things into his own hands and stop worrying about what the fucking offensive coordinator is throwing in his fucking ear. Oh yeah, Ole, I'll throw that play for you. Yeah, I got you, guy, man. You're my pal. I'm gonna do exactly what you tell me to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I got you. You my pal. You won't lead me the wrong way. You tell on the fucking sideline, man. They motherfucker even know what offensive play to throw at Carr. He look all fucking discombobulated himself. Like he drank, some Charles Woodson whiskey or Jack Daniels or whatever the fuck it is that he got out going right now. You feel me? I'm just trying to tell you, man, I'm just tired of losing. And I'm tired of all these little bullshit excuses people throw. And I'm tired of all this little bullshit that's act like these motherfuckers know the fucking game. They talk a good game, but are you guys even watching the game? You could talk. Talk is cheap, motherfucker, but are you watching the game? Huh? But they don't even want to respond to your comments because they know your comments is making sense. Or they don't want to, or they just don't want to say something in a disrespectful way with have a comeback in a disrespectful way, talking all that gibberish and talking stupid and shit, talking about you, or you're a dolphin, or you're a crackhead, or bitch you're living with your mommy, or you wear the same clothes every day, or you buy your clothes from the Goodwill or whatever. Motherfuckers don't even know shit about motherfuckers. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers can have almost everything and still they would talk shit about a person because they judging so judgmental. Motherfuckers quick to judge a person real quick off of what they talk about. That ain't that something? All the excuses that you guys have for Carr is all the excuses that you're throwing at Mariota. You guys don't want to see Carr lose his job. It's plain and simple. You don't hear Jacobs cry when he gets benched, do you? You don't hear D-Jax cry when he's on the sideline asking why he's not getting enough plays, are you? You don't hear certain players cry, do you? But you guys got every excuse to keep that motherfucker in on the field. One off his fucking stats. Like Janet Jackson said. What have you done for me lately? Dun 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 dun. Oh yeah. You ain't done shit for us lately, Carr. Along with your bunk ass coach, Rick Bisacci. That motherfucker don't know what the fuck he's doing in that. He's just playing possum right now. You don't know what the hell he's doing. Gus Bradley just looks like, man, what the fuck can I do? My defense just don't look like the way I'm running. I want them to run, to play. And Oli just likes, like, he just look like, well, I'm just gonna go through here. Oh, let's just throw this one in there. Let's throw that play in there. Let's throw this play in there. He just graveling fucking plays out of the playbook. And Carr ain't even fucking audibling out of those fucking calls, those plays. I mean, he's not even audibling out of those plays. We didn't get no play actions going. All we did was run the ball up the gut, screens, and throw the ball up the middle in short drops. And then when we get get good plays going, Chiefs is punching balls out like they fucking Mike Tyson. Dink. Dinking them balls. Dink. There's been so many plays that Carr just knew that the offense was collapsing, and he would just sit there in the pocket just to wait for someone to get open. Dude, just run out of the traffic. I don't understand that, man. I really don't understand that. That's like if a group of motherfuckers was chasing after your ass, you just gonna run right into the fucking chase. Does that make any motherfucking sense to your ass? I got 10 motherfuckers running after me, and I'm gonna go run right straight into them. They say, keep my ass. When I know I got an open field and say, fuck this, I'm busting left, right, or up the middle somewhere, or however way I'm gonna get out of this motherfucker. Carr ain't doing that. That's what he don't do. He don't extend plays. And then when he does extend a few plays, Carr can extend plays. See, you're just doing it right now. But why you ain't doing it when you need to be doing it? Not when the fucking game is out of hand. You're always trying to play that comeback hero shit, dude. That shit is not working for you anymore. You need to quit it. Like everybody say, man, told the Carr. Where's the Carfax? Garbage. I hate bashing you, bro, but man, you putting this on yourself, dude. That's why I say we need to put Mariota in there and see what he can do. This is how you rebuild a team, man. You got to find out where your flaws are at. We already know that if it's the offensive line, but let's see if your quarterback is part of that issue. You won't know until you put a mobile quarterback behind that O line, and then you can evaluate the problem right there. You'll know that if you need a mobile quarterback, not too mobile, or you need a mobile quarterback enough that can extend plays, or you need a mobile quarterback that's able to extend plays and be able to run to extend plays too to get them first. There's like three types of quarterbacks. And the pocket ones is not the ones right now. Should get the oldies going. Oh, what you know about that? You know, This is like my longest live. And I still don't get no viewers. Boy, just talking to myself like a motherfucker. You feel me? Oh, that's all right though. That's a good way to vent. You feel me? Good way to vent to all the fucking Raider haters and car lovers and car haters and Raider lovers and all that bullshit that y'all like to put yourself out there to be. Ain't no hater in me. If there's a problem, I'm gonna say there's a problem. But I ain't never gonna hate on nobody. That's a strong word. You feel me? You gotta really hate somebody to throw that word hate out there. You feel me? That motherfucker had to do something really, really bad for you to throw the word hate. Cause I ain't no hater. You feel me? I'm a problem disguiser. That's the word. A problem disguiser. If I see a problem, I'm gonna tell you there's a motherfucking problem right there. You feel me? But I ain't no hater, man. The ones that say they say car haters, then y'all must have hate in your vein. You feel me? You must have hate in your blood. I don't need to be a hater, man. I got a lovely wife. You feel me? I get to poop whenever I want to. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, I got lovely kids. You know what I mean? I go to work, come home. I can play my PS5 anytime I want to fucking want to. I got an Xbox X. I can play that motherfucker. I had a Series X too, but it's just the same thing as the X, though. That's the way I feel. But I got a Nintendo Switchy Switch too. You know, I'm all up into the gaming. You feel me? Ducky Thugs be in the gaming game. You understand what I'm saying? I be trying to get my little old school square on. You feel me? I be into the boxing, be watching motherfuckers getting their head knocked off and shit. You feel me? In the basketball. But I ain't, sport books break it down type of motherfucker. You feel me? I'm not going to bring out the X's and O's and shit on you. I'm not going to sit here and try and be a philosophy type of person and it sound hella educated trying to break down a play for you and shit and tell you what I think needs to be what's the problem and who the problem and why the problem and shit on a paper aspect. You feel me? I'm gonna tell you from what I see on the field or on the paint, on the canvas. See, I ain't feeling me on that one, is you? Hard in the paint, basketball, canvas, boxing. Come on now. You guys need to do your own research and stop sitting here and listening to other people. Or maybe you follow motherfuckers because you think they're cute or something. That could be it too, man. But I ain't knocking you for that. But when you motherfuckers sit here and has an opinion and you feel like their opinion is not their opinion is not what you want to hear or it's not up to your liking, you don't need to bash a motherfucker, man. You just be like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But on a real note, man, some of you motherfuckers is sitting there listening to the ESPN wannabe motherfuckers, man. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. Carr is not the problem. It's the offensive line. First of all, we all knew the offensive line was going to be the problem, right? But Carr made shit happen with the offensive line being shitty, right? We won games with our offensive shitty line, right? Our defense kept us in the game, winning those games with the offensive shitty line, right? So shut the fuck up. We grown folks talking, you hear? You understand what I'm saying? 48 years old, about to be 49 on May 17th of next year. Y'all see sitting here acting like fucking little 15-year-olds talking like you know the game. Motherfuckers still probably got doodle stains in their drawers and shit. Probably ain't even getting no poop. No Putin having ass motherfuckers. You feel me? Talking all that shit. Be sitting here trying to clown other niggas on the other line and shit, on the other live. I don't understand that, man. Grown mans, man. Grown men sound like bitches. Why don't you just hear people out and then evaluate what they're trying to say? And don't play like you know everything, man. Because I don't know everything. Because I agree with most of everybody saying. The fucking offensive line is shitty, the defense is shitty, and our fucking quarterback is shitty, and our coaching staff is shitty. But when we had all shitty ass like that, we were still winning, right? What's the issue? What, Gruden ain't there no more? Ruggs ain't there no more? That's bullshit, man. Leave that shit alone. Them players, that's what Carr's, this is where his mentality of a leadership should come in. Because he's been through adversity like this. This is where Carr's leadership should come in because he's been through adversity like this. And I salute to that. Bink. You guys don't understand, man. Putting Mariota in, they're going to have to feed off of his energy, defense. They're going to have to bite to him. Him being that mobile quarterback that he is, if he rolls out to the left, to the right, up the middle, however way it goes, and he's gashing them for yards, or he's gashing them on the run and throwing the ball for yards, that opens up a hole for for the offensive line for our running backs. Because not only that they got to commit to Mariota's his running style, they also got to commit to the running back's running style. So therefore, then that's when play action and all that starts to come into play. You feel me? Mariota's game style, his style of playing can open up a lot on our offense, and it can keep our offense out there for a long period of time if he's able to get the offense to settle down and commit to his game plan, his game style. He's got to be able to get those offensive linemen and the players to have confidence in him in order for them to play good under him. Because if they're going to have the same energy as they have for Carr, they're not going to have the same. Then that same energy is going to roll over to Mariota, and then Mariota's going to be like, "Damn, man, I got to run on every fucking play." No, if Mariota can sit there and get his offensive players to believe in him, he will be able to extend plays and keep the offense on the field long enough and give our defense enough time to rest. Just listen to what I'm saying here. Because Carr's not able to do that. He's already losing players in the locker room. You all see that. We got a short week. You know, we come in, we got to play Saturday. I don't even know who the fuck we playing. Let me tell you, let me see who we're playing next week. Series, who's the Raiders playing next week?
The Raiders played the Browns on Saturday at 1:30 p.m.
And the Browns just beat Baltimore. And you mean to tell me the Browns ain't playing good football? Them motherfuckers is hungry. And we got to go to Cleveland? And we're playing like this? Well, I'm going to get off this live. Probably hop on some Madden or something. But this is the Lord to the soil. Love y'all. Peace. Strong peace. You know, all that. All that good shit. You feel me? And all I can say is I don't know what to say. Can't say just win because we just we just losing. You feel me? It just it's hard, man. Hard as a Raider fan going through this every fucking year. And then when we get a good coach like we had in Del Rio, and we have players, we get rid of them. Need I say more? Peace out, Raider Nation. One love.